Hello everyone, welcome at Healing with Bananas. Today I wanted to talk about my personal experience with medical medium brain shots from the Brain Saver book. There's two books, but if you are a medical medium follower, you already know what I'm talking about. But today I wanted to tell you about my health journey for the last at least 8 months with medical medium brain shots. So for a few years before, we went through a hugely stressful period, which put my health completely backwards. I had a huge health crisis. I developed anxiety and panic attacks because there were so many emotional shocks that caused PTSD in me, and I had a hard time go over that physically and emotionally. So with extreme fatigue, with extreme digestive issues. So everything I healed, actually all this surge of adrenaline for months and months with crazy difficult things to go through, if of course have a negative health effect. So you never ever function on your optimal at that time. So I had a very severe diarrhea, which I had to have a medical help with that couldn't resolve with any method. And then slowly, I started getting back in shape with supplements and brain shots. Brain shots helped me really to turn my health back to some, I wouldn't say everything is back to normal, but to be able to function normally again from being bedridden for 3 months. So, which was really difficult for me because I, as a raw vegan, was always full of energy. And even if my basic from birth energy is very weak and I had lots of health problems, I almost came over all of that with raw food nutrition and low fat diet. First, more like 80-10-10 style, and then more like medical medium, because now I'm raw vegan since at least 15 years probably. But this period when I had such a strong diarrhea and anxiety, I couldn't eat raw food because it just went through me directly. So there was no way I could eat satisfying amounts of fruit without having catastrophic effects behind, which completely stabilized. So what helped me, because I truly believe that brain shots had a huge impact on my healing journey. First of all, I started experimenting with most of them, using not so much the first 10, but the second and third part of medical medium shots, so shifters and stabilizers. Because of all this emotional and digestive mess. And I couldn't put my body to detox at that time too much. And don't take me wrong, it's not the past. I'm still using medical medium shots almost daily. And we still have a lot of very stressful events. I would even qualify like close to trauma. And I handle that much better. So we are living in Costa Rica and we have access to a lot of fresh plants, not all of them. So I couldn't use actually this shot for trauma and loss because there are cherries. The base of that are cherries, and no way to find cherries here. maybe once a year in the supermarket full of pesticides. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But I did it once or twice. But there is no frozen cherries, there is no fresh cherries, there is nothing cherry-like. But I was using a lot burnout stabilizer, fight or flight shot, pathogen exposure, which helped a lot, toxic heavy metals maybe once or twice, but what really helped me a lot is parsley shots, so acid gut stabilizer, nerve shifter, which is amazing and I love it, and adrenal stabilizer, and then fight or flight stabilizer, and then a lot also sleep recharge, so all mango based, broken trust, and food fear, because with all of that digestive issues I developed a lot of food phobia for a short period of time, but my nervous system and gut, so brain, gut axis, and vagus nerve were completely like burnout, and nothing worked in a normal way. So the parsley shot I was taking for weeks, 4 or 5 times per week, every morning after my celery juice, and only parsley, really parsley. That I tried a few times cilantro, but it haven't had such an effect. So I felt like this parsley shot is much more healing for my vagus nerve. And of course, anxiety and all these things, which I helped also with lemon balm and different supplements. But I wanted also to tell you how I was using brain shots. So I was doing celery juice in the morning. I was doing one shot, sometimes 2 shots, 2 different shots in the morning, and the third one in the afternoon for a long time. Then I went down to 1, 2 per day, and according to my needs. So when I'm really stressed, I'm shifting between adrenal fight or flight and nerve shifter. And one thing, I'm not using garlic or very little garlic in all shots that has garlic, because it makes me run to the toilet. So even if now everything is really stable and I'm back to 100% raw, doing a lot of papaya, aloe, and bananas, and tons of greens. But I wanted to tell you which ones I love. So, and obsessive thoughts, it's also an amazing shifter. So, which I was using sometimes when I was really anxious, with good results. So, I love nerve shifter. Some of you maybe won't enjoy that, but this green taste is just like so wonderful. It's one of my favorite, and even my 6 years old daughter loves that. Then obsessive thoughts shifter, it's amazingly tasty. I love adrenal fight or flight, which my husband doesn't appreciate so much, but I would drink that all day long. I like all that are not so sweet and resembles more to the green juice. Of course, I love sleep recharge, because this taste with dill and lettuce and mango is really nice. And we have Irvine mangoes here in Costa Rica, which are very juicy and don't have a thick flesh, which give quite a lot of juice, which I really like, and that's the only one that works in my juicer. And then there is broken trust. And broken trust, let me know what your experience is, but broken trust, this slightly sweet and tangy from lime shifter shot, oh, that's amazing with also with turmeric. So this one, I really like it, but I'm not doing so often because I need to clean the juicer to put the mango in. But for some period of time when I had a hard time to maintain energy during the day, I was using a lot of sleep recharge during the day to keep my energy and being able to make my day. Today I don't need naps anymore because honestly I was bedridden. I couldn't function normally. And now, a year after, I'm really more or less stable. I can go out, I can do things, I can do administrative work without firing up completely. But every time I know that I will have a stressful situation, I prepare the day before, and it's not always fresh because when we need to leave and go to the town, it's very far away. We need to prepare everything the day before. So I'm juicing in the morning for the next day, adrenal flight or flight shifter, and this one is really great to take. So the one portion makes me quite a lot of juice. So I have 2 little shots which I take with me and I drink in the morning and then during the day to keep my energy stable and don't feel my stress going up through the roof. Let me know your experience. Which one have you been using? How much have you been doing medical medium brain shot therapy? In which way? I haven't done the same shots through the day, which is the most advanced way of doing that because I'm a very little and I can't get so much food in me. But I think it may be nice, and I like to use a few different during the day, and that's what helped me a lot. And for example, when I tried to have 3 nerve shifters during the same day, at some point I had a nausea from that. And the sweet ones, which have which contain a lot of fruit, or energy shifter. If I drink a lot of that, I don't feel good either. It's too sweet. And let me know your experience. Which are your favorite for your energy, for different health issues that you have? And I hope it helps. I really encourage you to try them if you haven't yet, or do them much more often. Because if you are very consistent, and I was, first, there was no choice. Second, I really trusted that it can help me, and I like these juices, and I feel immediate shift in my energy. So this morning I had adrenal fight or flight, and I really like how it makes me feel. So it encourages me to continue. I hope it helps. Let me know what you think, and see you soon on our channel.